Hi, I'm Elizabeth Hancock with Beyond You Coaching. I recently received a comment asking me to talk about self-sabotage. What is self-sabotage? Self-sabotage can be defined as the conscious or unconscious thoughts, behavior, and actions that prevent us from reaching goals or experiencing what we want out of life. The question posed by a subscriber was, why do I continue to self-sabotage myself? Why do I continue to eat too much, overwork myself, attract negative partners, engage in arguments, fail at job interviews, get tangled up in other people's affairs, or simply continue in negative behavior that I don't want? Why can't I just be happy? The underlying cause for any self-sabotaging behavior is always fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of change, and fear of letting go. Self-sabotaging behavior is a way for you to remain as you are, stuck in the status quo, battling the same battles and fighting the same fight. Why do you stay in the same place if what you want is to leave it? Because it is familiar and it is safe. For many people, self-sabotage is cyclical and predictable. To help you understand the mechanism of self-sabotage, I'd like to invite you to see this from a spiritual perspective, a higher point of view. Imagine that your life right now is a play, and you are playing a role, a particular character. This is a role that is very familiar to you. You've played it many, many times before. You know all the supporting characters, the scenery, the events, and all the circumstances. You can anticipate everything from your expectations to your eventual disappointments. Everything is carefully and perfectly predictable. In fact, you may have noticed that the same things keep happening to you and your reactions are always the same. Why is this? Well, it's because the character that you're playing has a finite set of options. In other words, you are limited to a certain set of reactions because you have to stay within the confines of the role that you are playing. Your character also has a very intricate and beautiful background story, detailing all of your trials and tribulations, all of your losses and successes. This background story gives you the glue that is necessary for you to play this character for months, years, and decades. You already know that you've replayed hurtful and triumphant memories over and over again. Your memories are what keeps you choosing and inviting the same people into your life to play the same predictable characters over and over again. Everything is perfectly predictable because your character has invested countless hours, months, and years replaying the same thoughts, feelings, and emotions over and over again. And with so much invested in your character and so much energy built up into this role, why would you consciously throw it all away? Why would you walk off the stage? Why would you choose to consciously wear different clothes or play a different part? After all, this would require you to become someone new, someone else entirely. If you played a different part, it would require you to walk in someone else's shoes and say different lines. It would require you to make different choices and take different actions. If you played a different character, it would require you to create different friendships and love new people. It would require you to change your scenery and live out a different storyline. This is exactly what it looks like from a higher perspective. A more spiritual perspective. Self-sabotaging behavior is a result of playing a character that you are heavily invested in. But you are only playing a character. It's not permanent and it's not you. But the challenge is that you are so deeply attached to this character and its background story that you are completely identified with it. You need something to disidentify with this role, this character that you created. In order to do this, you can ask yourself a very powerful question. What would I have to believe is true about myself relative to the situation in order to think, feel, or behave the way that I do? This question has the power to make you aware of your hidden belief structures and deep unconscious programming that makes you believe that you are this limited character. Some of you are already aware of a different character that you want to play, but just can't seem to make it a reality. If this is the case, then you can ask, if I actually choose to be the person that I really prefer to be, what am I most terrified might happen? Now, this question may offer you some real insight into what is stopping you from playing a different role or character. If you take anything away from this, please remember that self-sabotage occurs when you are afraid of becoming someone new and living a different life. This is why in so many spiritual traditions, when one is ready to walk on the spiritual path, an initiation is given and the teacher, master, or guru gives you a new name. This new name isn't in itself important, but what is important is what it symbolizes. It symbolizes a fresh start, a new character, a new role being played. You absolutely have the power to walk away from your old character and play a different role. You absolutely have the right to choose to be someone else. No matter what has happened, no matter what you have done, no matter what someone has done to you, you have the right and freedom to be whoever you want to be. You are not beholden to the past, to memories, to mistakes, to people, places, or things. You can choose right now to be someone new. This is the only key to ending self-sabotaging behavior. You don't need years of therapy or counseling. You don't need to discover any more of the past in order to fix yourself. There is nothing to fix. Take a look at your life and your past predictable behavior. What character were you playing? What role have you unconsciously or consciously played over and over again? Is now the time to take your final bow on the stage and walk off? Is now the moment you choose consciously to be someone new? This is all that it takes. One moment, one choice, one decision, and one foot forward towards the future with different possibilities. You don't need anything else, just a decision. What decision will you make right now? Until next time.